Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Rory. I create videos on how to use DaVinci Resolve. If you learn anything today, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It'll give me an incentive to keep making videos for you. This is a newer channel. I have other channels, but this is the one I've been working on lately. What we're going to do is create, just like you saw in the intro, we're going to make an object fly out of a computer screen. It doesn't have to be a baseball. It could be a football flying out of the screen, somebody kicking it, somebody throwing a frisbee. Use your imagination, but this will give you an idea. I have 3 clips up here. This is a computer screen. It's just a still image. All 3 of these were gotten off of Pexels. This is a video, and this is a baseball, which had a background. I just used a background remover, and we just have the baseball. It's a still image as well. So we're going to drag this down into our timeline. Before we get started, I'm going to give you a little tip, because this can get pretty taxing on the computer systems. If you click your little gear wheel down here, it's going to bring up this box. And you want to set your optimized media and render cache. You can use what I have here, because this are small file sizes for your cache. It'll render faster, but it still takes time to render some of this stuff out as we're creating it in the timeline. So you can pause the video or go back and look how I have mine set up. And then when you get all this put in here, simply go up to these 3 arrows and set current, you can save it. Load it. It's loaded in my case, but put this in, go up here and save it as a preset. Save current settings as preset. And then every time you open your DaVinci Resolve up, go up in here and load your preset. Then you want to go up here to playback, proxy handling, prefer proxies, render cache, put it on user, timeline playback resolution, pick what you want, see what works best for you. So with that out of the way, we have our still image here of a laptop. I'm going to make that about 8 seconds long. That's good right there. I'm going to make a couple more video tracks, right-clicking video tracks, just to make these the same length. Fast and dirty way to do it. And you're going to notice once you set up these, render cache and all that, you're going to notice this red line up here. And you can see it starts to turn blue. That's rendering, and it's almost done rendering. But as we do more, it's going to get more taxing. I'm going to bring our video down into here. I can shorten this up to 8 seconds as well, like so. Now that I have them all at 8 seconds, I'm just going to highlight these 2. Hit the backspace on my keyboard to get rid of them. We're going to right click on our laptop. We're going to choose New Fusion Clip. And we're going to jump into our Fusion page. So we have our 2 nodes here, media in and media out. This is our computer screen. We're going to bring in our video. We're going to drag that in. We're going to hook this end of it, the node, to our media 1. It's going to create a merge node. Now we're going to put this video here. This is a video. We're going to put that video inside of the laptop screen. So we want to highlight our media into, shift space bar, and you want to type corner positioner. Right here we got the corner positioner. We're going to add Well, I ended up adding 2 of them by clicking it twice. I'll get rid of one. Corner positioner. So you want media into a corner positioner into your merge node. So we're going to highlight our corner positioner. You can see here the red line already. You can go up here and make it 25%, and you can see the lines better. You can hold down your control on the keyboard and use your mouse to zoom in and out. So I'm just going to simply pull these points in till I can see that picture underneath. We don't have to be real precise just yet. We just want to get it somewhere close. Bring all 4 of these points in to our computer. That's pretty good for now. Now I'm going to zoom in on this. Hold down control, use your mouse wheel. You can just hold the mouse wheel down and scroll it over. I'm going to zoom in again here to see where I'm at with this corner. You can tell where that computer screen is with the gray. So I'm going to place this right in that corner. Then I'm going to do the same with this corner. We're going to bring that right into that corner. Same with this one. Right up in there. You can always zoom in and you can see there we're a little bit off. But that's close enough for these purposes. We'll see how we're doing over here. That looks pretty good. And then we'll come down here and do the bottom. We'll zoom back in. See where we're at here. Right there. And we'll bring this one in. And that looks pretty good. Now we can double click in here to get rid of our red line. We'll zoom back out now. Put that back in the middle. Zoom in a little bit. We can see what we're doing. Now we got our playhead at the beginning. We can see that our baseball batter is going to hit a ball. Now we see that ball come into play. Now we want to keep our eye on that ball. In my case, it may be different than what you're doing, but if you do this same setup with a baseball player, I'm going to keep an eye on that ball. I'm going to simply keep scrolling. Right there, he made contact with the ball. You see it right here yet. I'm going to keep going. I can still see that ball right here. I'm going to keep going. I still see it. Now at that frame, it went out. I'm going to hit the left arrow on my keyboard and it brought it back in. I'm going to hit my right arrow to make sure we're in the right spot. Yes, it's gone. So I'm going to hit the left arrow one more time to bring it back in so it's right here. Now we're going to drag our baseball into our timeline. I'm going to connect that node to the merge 1 node. It's going to create a merge 2. With the merge 2 highlighted, we come up here to size in our inspector panel. If it's not on, click inspector panel. Our merge. We're going to take that size. I'm just going to drag here. We're going to drag it down, and I'm going to grab a hold of it, and we're going to put it right up over that baseball. I'm going to take it right down to nothing. Now I want that middle point right over that baseball to get our timing right. I can see it's got to come down just a hair, like so. That looks pretty good. I'll click that. Looks like it's right over it. So now, with the merge highlighted, that right over the ball, shrunk down to nothing, we're going to set a keyframe at center, size, and angle. Now I'm going to jump ahead to about frame 150. Put our playhead there. We're going to drag this ball out here somewhere. I'm going to make it bigger just so we can see it right now. And I think I'm going to put it right about here. Make it just a little bigger. And then our angle, we're going to just turn it a whole bunch of times. I just here scroll over and it set a keyframe for all three. So now if we rewind our playhead, I'm going to scrub ahead here. I'm going to double click in this area to get rid of all the things showing. We're going to scroll our playhead forward. You can see our ball right here. He makes contact right there. The ball is coming. You can see the ball yet. And right there is where our ball came into play. And we keep going like so. So we can play that back and you can see it's still rendering out, so that's why it's slow yet. Like I said, it's going to take a while to render some of this stuff. But you can see that he hits the ball and out it comes. Now we can stop this. We'll jump over into our edit page. And you can see we have the red line here yet. When that turns blue, it'll be red. You can see the blue starting and it's still red, so it's rendering yet. And you can see our line is completely blue now, so it's all rendered out. We can scrub this playhead. You see the ball come out. We'll play this back. And out comes the ball. Just like that. We'll hit home on our keyboard to rewind. We'll hit spacebar to play it again. He makes contact and out the ball comes to the screen. Like I said, use your imagination a little bit. It doesn't have to be a baseball. It could be anything flying out of the screen. But now you know how to do it. So as I said earlier, if you learned anything, please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.